Welcome, students of Form 4. My name is Theo Martin, and I teach at the SKAIH, as you might have guessed from this logo. It's over here. And today I'm going to talk to you about new agricultural enterprises and industrialization. If you're watching this from another location, for instance, from Barbados or Jamaica, I also use CSEC, so perhaps that'll help you to do your own topics at your own school that are connected also to the CSEC syllabus. We're talking today about explaining and describing, and those are the verbs we are going to use in this video. I hope that is helpful. The objective is the following: explaining the factors that encouraged the growth and survival of alternate agricultural enterprises in the British colonized Caribbean up to the year 1935. But I think we'll cross that line a little during this video. Yes, I did this video before, but this is another example of what an answer could be, because some of my students during class have complained that I too strictly form the answer for them, and that they have no own liberty and creativity to form an answer. I'm telling you, that is not true. Certain elements do have to be present in your answer to my questions. This is strictly for my students out there. Now, the objective: explain by using an example why the Caribbean countries are often also at a disadvantage. Provide a decent explanation. So these two elements, the explanation and the example, have to come back into the answer. And as you can see above, you can earn 8 marks for this question during test. If you want to look up the theory behind this question, it's page 152 of Caribbean History for CSEC that we use at SKAIH. The answer in 3 parts. Part 1. The Caribbean countries are often also at a disadvantage. I connect back to the question, over there, because selling their crops on an international market complicated matters. It was one thing to sell it within the Caribbean or across your own island, but selling it in an international global market was a complicated matter. For example, you see I'm connecting it back to the question. Cotton producers in the Caribbean and America had for long been able to sell their cotton to Europe. This is cotton, by the way. It's plants, and you pluck it from the plant, and it was for decades and even centuries it was grown in the Caribbean and in Europe, and they could sell it. It wasn't grown in Europe, it was grown in the Caribbean and in America, and Europe bought it, especially Great Britain. During the 20th century, cotton producers saw sales dropping, going down. Why? The explanation for this is that polyester and other artificial fabrics that were sometimes cheaper, but not always, were now competing with the cotton coming from the Caribbean. So this is polyester. You often find this in the back label of your clothing, and polyester and other artificial clothing started to compete in price and in availability and in looks with cotton coming from the Caribbean. You see, example and a decent explanation. Yes, if you have remarks or points of improvement, I'm always open to that. I'm also very open to you subscribing. Do that below. If you have a question for me, ask it in person or use Windows 365 or the school year 23-24. I still used Google Classroom for that. I hope to see you during class, and I say bye.